Hello, we're here to talk about topic 4, lesson 2. The goal was to write multiplication sentences for arrays and use arrays to find products. This is part of our morning routine. Some of our slate practice problems, we went over some 3-digit addition. And here's our focus for today. What are arrays and how do they show multiplication? So array, that's all one word, and that's what our focus is going to be today. So, an array shows equal rows of objects. So, I'll make an array right now. If I have 4 in this row, that means I need to also have 4 in this row. And we talked about how multiplication is always talking about equal groups. And for this, we have 2 rows, and we multiply that by 4 in each row. And we could say 2 times 4 equals 8. And that's an array. It's just a way we set up objects to help us multiply a little bit easier. So you've already learned how to model equal groups with counters and multiply to find the product. Today you will learn how to use a different model for multiplication. So pictures in a photo album are often arranged in rows. What are some other examples of equal rows found in everyday life? And one thing, so this is just like some pictures that we arranged. Some things we talked about in rows include like seats at a movie theater, seats at a stadium, the way desks in certain classrooms are lined up, the lunch tables. When things are lined up in equal rows, because equal is a very important word when we're talking about multiplication. So here was the problem of the day. Mark puts sports cards in an album. He puts 4 rows of cards on each page. He puts 3 cards in each row. How many cards are on each page? So, when we're coming up with an array, we would like to start off by drawing 4 rows, because that's what it tells us to do in the problem. 4 rows of cards. And this post-it note's representing an entire page. Then it says he put 3 cards in each row. So we want there to be 3 cards total in each row. So we want to fill in and create an array. And we have 4 in each column and 3 in each row. And the way we would write that is 4 times 3 equals 12. So we did the learning bridge, and then some of the guided practice that we did together was to write a multiplication sentence for each array. So for this one, we would count how many rows there are. This is a row and this is a row, so we would have 2. And then we would multiply it by how many are in each row. So we would count 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times 4 equals 8. And the important thing to know about arrays is that they are all equal rows of objects. There are 3. So example for number 2, there are 3, 3, 3, and 3 in each row, and it helps us organize our counters or whatever object we're using to multiply.